A wildfire south of Gering is at 1,500 acres and growing. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, additional resources, including helicopters, arriving on scene today as the Buffalo Creek Fire that started yesterday shortly before noon has tripled in size. Incident Commander and Gering Fire Chief Nathan Flowers says this fire, which had been estimated at 500 acres Sunday evening, had grown to approximately 1,500 acres overnight with 15% containment. Flowers says rugged, inaccessible terrain and wind-driven runs has hampered firefighting efforts, with today's plan including burning operations where they can be successful amid a red flag warning that took effect earlier today. The fire had approached Wrights Gap Road, where firefighters are providing structure protection. Flowers says donations of water, Gatorade, eye drop, ibuprofen, granola bars, individual chips, and chapstick would be greatly appreciated, and the public is asked to monitor the Firefighter Ministry's Facebook page for posts on when and where the supplies can be dropped off. Well, 3 firefighters from the Minatare Melbeta Fire Department were injured Friday evening after their rescue unit rolled over while responding to a call. Sheriff Mark Overman says the accident occurred near the intersection of County Roads 31 and R. He says firefighter Lachey Ayler was transported to the hospital via Airlink, while Chief Brandy Ayler and firefighter Aiden Taylor Sr. were taken to the hospital by Valley Ambulance and later released. Overman says the initial call was in reference to a motor vehicle accident with a car half submerged in water near Minatare. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking for your next home, or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
Welcome back. To operate a casino at a Nebraska horse racetrack, companies will have to pay $1 million for a 20-year license. The Nebraska Racing and Gaming Commission released the new casino rules on Friday. Voters authorized casino gambling at horse tracks in Nebraska last year, and Racing and Gaming Executive Director Tom Sage said an industry consultant helped the state draft its rules by looking at what has worked well in other states. All 6 licensed horse tracks in Nebraska have announced plans to add casinos, while 6 additional racetracks have been proposed in Gering, Kimball, Bellevue, Norfolk, North Platte, and York. Well, 3 snow leopards have died at the Lincoln's Children's Zoo in Nebraska of complications from COVID-19. The zoo made the announcement in a Facebook post Friday, describing the deaths of the 3 leopards as truly heartbreaking. The zoo began treating the leopards and 2 tigers for the virus last month. The zoo said the tigers, named Axie and Kumar, have made what appears to be full recoveries. The zoo said it remains open to the public and continues to take precautions to prevent the spread of COVID-19 to humans and animals alike. Zoos across the country, including at the St. Louis Zoo and the Denver Zoo, have battled COVID-19 outbreaks among their animals. And Nebraska State troopers arrested a murder suspect during a traffic stop near North Platte Friday morning. The NSP was notified by Minnesota law enforcement that the suspect may have been traveling through Nebraska, and a trooper located a vehicle matching the description traveling southbound on Highway 83 near North Platte. The trooper performed a traffic stop and took the subject, 37-year-old Danelle Christner, into custody without incident, and she is waiting extradition back to Minnesota. Well, straight ahead, Bill Boyer in with your full week weather forecast and Chris Cottrell with his sports. We'll have all that and more right after this.
My name is Angela and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal, just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. He's, within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions, we make technology work for you.
A community is connections, friends, family, schools, teams. At Allo, we're honored to be a part of your community. As members of the community, we're committed to ensuring people stay connected to the services they need. That's why we're participating in the FCC's Emergency Broadband Benefit Program. We're providing low and no-cost broadband to qualifying community members. Go to allofiber.com/EBB to learn more.
Make a great investment this Black Friday. Renewal by Anderson's awesome Black Friday event is backed by popular demand. Don't wait another day. This is incredible. 20% off every window plus a Visa gift card up to $1,500. No money down, no interest, no payments for 18 months. You don't pay a dime until 2023. Make a fantastic investment. Act fast. This incredible offer runs from Black Friday, November 26th through December 10th only. But don't wait. Book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com. Renewal by Anderson's Black Friday sale is back.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
We're going to be dealing with a partly to mostly cloudy night as we get especially later on into the nighttime hours. Clouds are going to be on the increase. Very mild temps, though, for this time of year, only falling down into the 40s. So we are going to see mild temps again tomorrow. It's going to turn windier the next 2 days. Much, much colder, though, by Wednesday. Sadly, we have very little precip coming, which is just going to continue our extreme fire danger. Yesterday, 68 for a high after a morning low of 33. We were above that today. As we look across the region yesterday, no precip, still almost 3 inches short for the year. It's been a very deep hole that we've dug ourselves into. Well, as we look at some of the areas here, we do have high wind watches out for the eastern counties of Wyoming for tomorrow. High wind warnings back further to the west in Wyoming. Wouldn't be surprised to see some red flag warnings and high fire weather watches extended out into the panhandle as well. And we're going to see strong winds all across the region as we go through the next couple of days. Futurecast does show clouds on the increase overnight, especially after midnight. We'll see some more clouds moving across the area. Otherwise, it's going to be quiet. And we're looking for low temperatures tonight, generally down into the 40s. That's about it. Very mild evening here tonight. Now, tomorrow, we're going to start the day with some partly cloudy skies again, and we're going to be windy, downright windy tomorrow, especially later on in the day. As we get towards evening, you'll see more clouds work their way in along that frontal system, and that is going to plummet temperatures late tomorrow into early Wednesday. These highs tomorrow are going to be in the morning to early afternoon hours before temps fall, but well into the 60s, even some low 70s out in front of that storm system. But changes are coming. 47 tonight, increasing clouds, quite mild. Winds only at 5 to 10, a pretty comfortable night. Now tomorrow, it's going to turn cloudy, windy again. Highs not going to be 38. That's inaccurate. We'll go with 68 tomorrow for that high. Winds are going to be, though, 25, 35, gusts over 40. You'll see temps in the 60s tomorrow. Then look at Wednesday, only around 40 for a high. We'll fall into the 50s Thursday, back into the 60s Friday, 50s then through the end of the week. Really not a whole lot coming here across the area, but certainly Wednesday, a much, much colder day.
This is John. He's not an actor or a director, can you tell? He calls himself a steward of the land. And by the looks of the way he nurtures his little corner of the earth, it's safe to say he's the real deal. John runs with us on a John Deere 3 Series tractor. Because you can never underestimate the value of a little tractor time. Nothing runs like a deer.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Just about set to head into the thick of the winter sports seasons. Now at the high school level, that means the start of winter sports today. With practices opening up for basketball and wrestling, we'll open the broadcast schedule for high school basketball 1 week after Thanksgiving with the Western Conference Tournament. That'll be a 3-day event here in town. Now, how about WNCC basketball? Their season already underway. We'll start with the women and a big signing from late last week with star sophomore Alacia Douglas making it official. She'll head to Clemson and play in the ACC.
I just felt like it was the right choice for me. They recruited me after the national tournament, and we got to build a relationship, and I felt that it was the right place for me in my heart, and that's where I want to continue my journey for the rest of my 3 years.
Douglas was an All-American last year and helped the Cougars win 2 games at the national tournament. It was a great showcase for her skills, and being on that stage helped in recruiting.
It felt good. I mean, it was a different feeling coming as a freshman and not being used to everything and that came with it, but I feel like I handled it pretty well, and so did my team, and we're going to continue to do that and try to get there again.
So far this season for Douglas, she's helped the Cougars get to 3-0, averaging over 19 points a game to go along with 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 steals per contest. Head coach Chad Gibney, well, he's got a gamer.
What's always set Alacia apart, is some of the things that you can't necessarily measure. And that's how she approaches every single day. That's how she never seems to get rattled within a moment. And you've just seen how much she's grown and how much she's improved. And I think that's a testament to her work ethic.
The Cougars open the year as a top 15 team in the country, but they've got big goals down the road at the end of the year.
No boundaries. We got to get better, stay together as a team, especially if we want to get back to the national tournament.
It'll be a women's and men's home doubleheader tomorrow against EWC. The Cougar men will come in at 4-0. They got a couple of wins in Liberal, Kansas this past weekend, including that big overtime victory against host Seward County on Saturday night. We'll have both games tomorrow with Chuck Schwartz on KOZY 101.3 starting at 5:15. That is the latest today from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
What a year 2020 was. Now's the time to get out and travel this summer to see family and friends you were not able to see this last year. Spend more time enjoying your trip by flying United Airlines, operated by SkyWest, with daily flights to and from Denver. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. And don't forget, Thrifty Car Rental is here for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and hitch a ride with your BFF, Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, TIF Financing for the CS Precision Expansion Project was before the Gering City Council again last week, with the company asking to access the full amount eligible. Staff was recommending approval of the increase, with City Engineer Annie Folk noting the initial amount requested was an estimate and actual numbers have come in much higher.
The land acquisition, for example, ended up being a little bit higher. The main additions are the driveway and culvert on Lockwood Road and the fire hydrant and water main on Lockwood Road. And that's for additional fire protection to the city, which after working with our fire department, we determined is necessary for the project.
The initial amount approved was under the TIF maximum of $366,000, but the actual costs on those eligible expenses came in more than 11% higher at just over $408,000. The council unanimously approved the increase. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.